For trading it all.
Welcome back. Well, it's 4:45. It's Friday, and I bet a lot of people out there are thinking about where they want to go and have a drink. My next guest is Bryan Goodman, and he's a criminal defense attorney. I say this, and I love having you guys on because so many people out there, good things, I should say bad things happen to good people. I should say it that way. And you're here to talk to everybody a little bit about what you could do to help. I want everyone to get ready to start putting this phone number in your phone. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know that's had something happen to them. Welcome to the show, and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you for having me. My name is Bryan Goodman. I'm a criminal defense attorney here in Phoenix. I serve the entire valley, anywhere, Scottsdale, Phoenix, any city court, any court that's in Phoenix I can handle. I'm the owner and founder of the law office of Bryan Goodman. I founded my firm on a simple premise. People deserve an aggressive and complete defense, and they deserve it at an affordable price, and that's what I stand for, and that's what I've put together.
So not only aggressive, and I believe you do have to get aggressive here in Arizona, especially it's a zero tolerance state.
That it is. It's the harshest penalties in the country.
Right, and but you also make it a fair price.
Absolutely. My goal is never to bankrupt someone so they can maintain their freedom. What I'm here to do is to give someone the best possible defense at a price they can afford, and to accomplish that, I offer flexible payment plans. I work with relatives, family, anyone that could pool resources together to ensure that you get the criminal defense and representation that you deserve.
Right. Now, let me just say this. There's a lot of people out there, maybe it's never happened to you, but it so easily can today, especially with it being that zero tolerance. And, of course, there's a lot of people now that are driving on that maybe they have done marijuana. There's other ways of getting DUIs.
Absolutely.
Right. And so what we want to do is give out this information for you to put it in your phone, because I believe that the best place to have it is there, so that just in case it happens to you or someone that you know, his number is 602-888-3720. The website is kbglegal.com. He's valley-wide. You do free consultations with everyone.
I do.
And also, he's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Again, put the number in your phone. It's 602-888-3720. Okay, so they're out there now. They're having a good time. God forbid they get pulled over. What do they do?
Well, first and foremost, and I can't stress this enough, do not drink and drive. Call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a taxi, call your friend. Don't get behind the wheel if you've been drinking or using drugs. But if you do find yourself in that situation where you have had a drink at happy hour or after work with a friend, first and foremost, be polite. The officer he's going to come up to you, he's going to start talking to you and asking you questions. Be polite. Provide them with your name, your license, your registration, your insurance, things they ask for. Understand that your rights as an American citizen kick in immediately. That officer is there not to say hello to you. He's there to investigate what he believes to be a crime. So firmly let them know that you won't be answering their questions. Their questions are solely geared at getting evidence against you. It's not there to have a little friendly chat. So the best possible advice I can give to someone, just in a generic sense, is they're going to ask you to do, if they believe you've been drinking, they're going to ask you to do some field sobriety tests. Don't do those tests. Do not do those tests. They're extremely difficult. Even people that are not under the influence of drugs and alcohol will register or fail some of those tests. So specifically, don't agree to do the balancing test. Don't agree to do an eye test. And don't agree to give your blood, breath, or alcohol until you've had an opportunity to speak to an attorney. And firmly ask for that opportunity. You have the right to speak to an attorney before you submit to any sort of testing or before you answer any questions. Take that opportunity. Discuss with someone, and I'd like for you to call me, and that number is 602-888-3720. But call an attorney firmly. Ask for a private location to speak to that attorney and discuss with them in an honest manner how to go forward.
Put it in your phone, because you can do it right there, right?
Right then and there.
Right then and there. 602-888-3720. Go ahead.
So at that point, after you've spoken with an attorney and you've gone forward, you're going to submit to a blood, breath, or urine. Arizona law requires that you do so, or you will face more severe consequences than you would if you don't. It is state law to do so, but do so after you've had the opportunity to speak to an attorney to give you that advice, to let you know where you stand.
Now, okay, so what can the attorney do for the person?
Well, just like I tell anyone that comes in for a consultation, we're not magicians. We can't go back and erase things, but what we can do, if you have been charged with a DUI or any criminal offense, is first and foremost, we're an advocate that's on your behalf. We are there to listen to your side of the story, to your version of the events that are more than likely completely different from what's written in a police report. So what we do as attorneys is we begin our own investigation. We have tools at our disposal that an everyday citizen doesn't have. We have the ability to hire or tap private investigators to review the police reports, to speak to witnesses. We interview the police officers to get, maybe some of the information that didn't make it into the police report out into the light so it can benefit your case. But more importantly, we are trained in all the small little details that go into a criminal defense. And specifically, when someone takes blood to test for alcohol, there's a lot of things that can go wrong when they're testing that blood. And you deserve someone on your side that can review those blood tests to make sure that all the steps were properly taken. So if you are, in fact, charged and then working towards a conviction, or the state is working towards a conviction, that you could put up the best possible defense.
He is aggressive, but fair with the price. He's all about that. He wants to make it easy on you. Some bad things can happen to anybody. If it's you, if it's someone that you know, give him a call. He does free consultations. He's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and it can help anyone from anywhere. The phone number is 602-888-3720. It's kbglegal.com. Okay, first-time DUI offense.
Well, if it's a first-time standard DUI offense, there's a lot of consequences that could happen. One, there's about $1,600 in fines and fees that could come along with a conviction for DUI. But I think, as we touched on, Arizona is one of the harshest states to get a DUI conviction in. We have mandatory jail. For a first-time regular DUI, it's a mandatory 10 days in jail. And now that can be reduced to a minimum of 1 day if you do the hoops.
That's why you need a good, aggressive attorney. It's to get them, instead of 10 days, 1 day.
And that is the absolute minimum. And that's just the basic consequences. You're also going to have to deal with an ignition interlock. You're going to lose your license. The minimum is 90 days. And you're able to get some permits and things after about 30 days to get you back on the road, but in a very limited sense. The consequences for just a first-timer, and that can happen to anyone. It doesn't necessarily happen to a person who's got a bad criminal past. It could happen to you or your friends, and it can happen quickly.
To an 80-year-old that I know that was having a luncheon. She was 80 years old. She went to lunch. She had a glass of wine. Close home, boom, that was it, and a lot of money. Okay, so the number to call is 602-888-3720. Put it in your phone. He does free consultations, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Okay, what about if somebody has a medical marijuana card and they were maybe, they're driving high, is that they could get a DUI too?
Well, the short answer is yes, you can get a DUI even if you have a medical marijuana card. Now, the medical marijuana card allows you to possess and consume marijuana in this state, but what it doesn't allow you to do is drive impaired. So what it really comes down to is having an experienced attorney that can review the levels of impairment or the levels of THC to put forward a case to show you were not impaired. Now, that could change for everyone. An everyday user of medical marijuana may have a higher tolerance. So it all comes down to the levels of THC, or the active ingredient in marijuana, that impairs you. So it's really important you get someone that knows their way around the medical marijuana statutes as well as the DUI statutes.
I like this question really big. So let's say somebody has a conviction for a DUI or other criminal offense. I'll get it out. I can't talk today. Can they get removed? Can you get them removed?
Well, Arizona unfortunately doesn't allow for what's called expungements in many states, where they can seal records or wipe it clean. What Arizona has is what's called a criminal set-aside, where that conviction gets vacated from your record. So it does improve your chances of getting a job. It does improve your chances of having a clean record, if you will, because that conviction will show that it's been vacated.
Wow, that's awesome that you can do that in some cases. Real quickly, do you handle more than just DUIs?
I do. I handle a full list of criminal defenses, anything from criminal speeding all the way up to the most serious offenses.
Well, it can happen to anyone, and especially in this state. It's big time here. And so I want you to put that phone number in your phone, whether it's you, maybe it's someone that you know. And he said, call first. You can call immediately. Ask for a private place to talk and talk to him. 602-888-3720. The website is kbglegal.com. He's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. He does free consultations. He's valley-wide. He's aggressive, but fair in his price. Always. The number again, put it in your phone. It's 602-888-3720. Go out there, have a great time, be safe, take an Uber if you can, but if it happens, give him a call, 602-888-3720.